Hello everyone, welcome to the video number 33 for the Excel 2016 series. And in this video we're going to see how to insert tables. Well, probably some of you are already thinking, well, it's not everything that I place inside of Excel kind of like a table. Well, kind of, but let's say that for Excel it's not. So in this video we're gonna see how to tell Excel explicitly and treat this as a table. And basically by doing that, uh, we're gonna get some new options from Excel. We can do it by ourselves, but Excel is gonna make it easier for us if we tell them, if we tell it, okay, this range of cells is a table, so some tools are gonna be available for us easier. So let's just create a new workbook just to work with it, and we're gonna use our random function. I'm going to multiply it by 100 just to have a better number to work with. I'm going to use 4 columns and whatever number of rows, doesn't matter. And let's say that this table represents the quarterly sales. So I have my 4 quarters. Then I'm just going to copy and paste the values because I don't want to have these values changing. Let's delete it. There we go. So what we're going to do is we have our, let's say, our table, but now we're going to tell Excel, okay, this is going to be a table. How do we do that? We just come here to the Insert tab, and we are going to see the ribbon for Insert. We're going to come to the first group, which is tables. We're not going to see now pivot tables. That's going to come later. So this option right here is just insert a table. We can press Ctrl T or just click on the icon. And Excel is gonna tell us, okay, you want to create a table with this data. Usually Excel is gonna find it very accurately. We're not gonna have any problems with this. Your table has headers. Yes, it has headers. So just click OK, and now we can see that the format has changed, and Excel is now displaying these table tools and this new design ribbon. If we click outside of the table, that is going to go away. We just click any place inside of the table, that ribbon is going to be available again. So what we can do here, we're going to see all these options. So I place them in order. So basically, for example, we can say we can rename our table. So this is our sales table. We can resize it in case we added more columns or more rows. We can change the size of the table. We can summarize with a pivot table. Again, we haven't seen, and we're not going to see yet pivot tables, but just so we can see right now that we can just click this button and we can select our sales table, click OK, for example, and we're going to be ready to start working with a pivot table. I'm going to delete this. Come back again to the design. We can remove duplicates. In this case, I shouldn't have any duplicates because, well, these numbers were generated randomly. But in case you want to remove something, we haven't seen how to remove duplicates yet. But just that you can see that all these tools, they are scattered through these other ribbons. So everything is put together for you so that you can find it pretty easy. Everything is together. So well, let's jump a little bit ahead. We can convert this to a range. It's going to be a normal range of cells. Your data is going to be preserved. If we say yes, you can see that the ribbon goes away for the design tools of the table. I'm going to press Ctrl Z. We can insert slicers. I'm not going to get too much into this tool. Just see that you can select all of them if you want, or just one or two, whatever you want. Let's just see an example with one. So this is the slicer. As you can see here, it's ordered. The information is ordered as in ascending order, going from top to bottom. And in this case, I want to see, for example, only the 16.5. If I click on it, everything else gets deselected, and I'm shown only this value on the first quarter. I can clear the filter, or I can use this to make a multiple selection. So for example, I want to deselect all of this, and I don't know, this is the only information that I want to see. So there it is. I can clear again the filter, and I'm going to remove, just clicking delete on my keyboard. So I delete the filter, the slicer, sorry. You can export your data in case you have a SharePoint, or if you have Visio from, it's another program for the suite of Office, but it's sold separately. If you have that, you can export it here. I don't have Visio or a SharePoint. For example, here we're gonna come to the table style options. We can hide or show again the header row. We can add a total row. We can remove the banded rows. So you can see now everything is pretty much the same color. But the banded rows are I think very useful. We can change, instead of rows, for example, we can have banded columns. We can have both. It's kind of weird, but if it works for you, you can select this last column. What it does is change a little bit the formatting. In this case, it's just adding a bold font. Then we can do the same thing, but for the first column. We can hide or remove the filter buttons or add it again. And finally, we can see that here we have the table styles. So we have several styles. If we pass through it, you can see that the style of my table is changing. We can click here to see, or I mean to expand and see everything, all the different styles. And well, these styles are going to change. For example, I'm going to select this one. If I come here and select banded columns, you can see here these are changing. I'm going to unselect the banded rows, so now I'm showing only the banded columns. Right? Again, banded rows. So you can see everything is now mixed with banded rows and banded columns. So these two kind of work together. And well, we have reached the end. The table styles, yes, that's pretty much about it. So as always, I hope that you find this video useful. Please give it a like and share it with your friends. If you haven't subscribed, I want to invite you to do it. And well, I just hope to see you on the next video. Thank you very much.